In this movie, we're going to go over the options you have for exporting CAD data and point data to the field for stakeout or other purposes. So here I've got a drawing open here, and I'll start off by showing you how you can export to Microsurvey Field Genius. On the Traverse ribbon, we've got Field Genius Export, and Field Genius Project is the most comprehensive way of doing this. I'll stick with the default options. I'm going to create a project called Sample Azimuths, and if I pick on Save To, I can specify where I'm going to create the project on my desktop. And in this case, I'll put it right into the FG Projects folder. Normally you'd be exporting it to a thumb drive so that you could copy it to a controller. If you have alignments in the project, you can select the option to create a LendXML. If you have a surface in the project, you can create a QSB file for staking, surface staking in Field Genius. You can turn on entire drawing if you want to send the whole drawing to the field, but I would recommend you not do that unless it's a very small drawing. You can include text, but you won't need that because the point database is going to have all the identifiers you're going to need. If there's a scale factor associated with the project, then you want to have that inserted into the Field Genius settings. And by default, the R12 DXF format is all you need, unless you're using a non-English language. I'll pick on OK. So now it's going to prompt me to select the entities, and I'm just going to make a window to include the lot with the house and enough of the neighborhood so that we can find some evidence for staking out. So that's highlighted. I hit enter when I'm finished. There's a little message down there that it's created the project. Now another option, if you're not working with Field Genius, back under Export Raw Data, we've got the Leica icon export. And what this will do is create an ASCII file and a DXF file so that you can collect line work and points from a windowed in part of your drawing. Again, it's superior to sending the entire drawing because it cuts down on clutter and because it just allows you to work on the area that's important. I'll select Leica icon, pick on Save To and specify where I want to create that project. Entire drawing I'm going to turn off. Include text I will turn on because I know in these cases sometimes it's helpful to have text displayed. Okay, select entities. Again, I'll just make a window to cover that neighborhood. Enter when you're finished. Alright, and the project's been created, and the message down the command line tells us where it's created. Another option is simply exporting an ASCII file, and one handy way to do that is out of the active coordinate editor. I'm going to open that up, and under the select window I can do select by window crossing. Click on that option, and that allows me to again go back and I can window in part of the drawing that I want to select, and it's going to look for all of the points within that area. After I hit enter, I will find that each of the points is highlighted in the drawing and that they're all highlighted in the active coordinate editor. So as long as they're highlighted, I can go to File, I can go to ASCII File Export. It'll ask me for the specifics. I want to make it a comma delimited file. I'll say OK, and I'll designate a location for that ASCII file. Give it a name, and you create it. 27 points are exported. Okay, and as a final step, let's run Field Genius There we go. All the line work is visible. And if we go to the points database, all the points are in there. Thanks very much for your interest in this video.